Governor, Christy Moore, here with us. She's going to be introducing our District Governor, Carter Grant. Thank you, Christy. She's also from the Center Club, so. Right, so, yes. And then we also have Zane here again. He was a guest, he's our guest today. He was a guest of our Grant. So you stand up, Zane? He is with Rose Rock Habitat, so we want to welcome him back. So thank you for being here again, Zane. And Jenny is almost finished with her process, so we hope to be inducting her next week, but Jenny Gifford is back with us again today, so we're Did I miss any of your Zine Rotarians or guests? Quote of the day: every situation has something to appreciate, even if all you can do is be thankful for the lesson that you were taught. Okay, we would be doing a member moment. We did that last week, or Happy Dollars today, but I have several announcements, and we have the District Governor here, so I'm going to actually skip both of those items today. The Sooner Club, I will announce to them that Mary Salee was here last week, and she wanted us to talk about the crop walk. It happens at the end of October. I'm going to send an email out about it. Crop walk, it happens with Hitachi puts it on and food. Does somebody else know? Because I can't remember from last week when I was supposed to make the announcement. I'll send an email about it. She was going to come back and talk this week if she could. Chris, do you know about it? Since it's that club, your club?
Yeah, I do know that it raises funds, a portion of it staying in Norton for food and shelter.
Okay.
But it provides food nationally.
Okay. Don't be choking about this. Don't get all choked up, Christy. Yeah, our club sponsored the team last year. It was about $150, and people went out and walked on that Sunday. That's at the end of October. So, Rotary Road Rally and Festival. You got information about it on your newsletters. Brand has been working diligently on it, as well as I and other people in our club. It's going to be a great event. We have lots of sponsorship dollars coming in, but we really need people there on the day of. So please make sure that you're selling your tickets, telling the community members, people in our community about our event, not just buying the tickets and letting them sit in your desk drawer. That's not the goal here. The goal is to get people from our community knowing what Rotary does, and families out to see the literacy programs that we do, but make a fun day of it. So there is registration on our website for the Rotary Road Rally if you want to ride a bike, for the 5K run, and information about our festival as well. So we have live bands and food and learning bus and all kinds of things that'll be there. So make sure you're also liking it and sharing it on Facebook, like the event, share the event.
I'll tell you what.
What?
Anyone that tells me, and I'll just take your word on it, that you do all 12 things, I'll buy you lunch. Fair enough? All 12 things.
Allocation of our choice?
Not McDonald's either, right? Okay. Pancake breakfast. The first one happened yesterday. Thanks to Team 1, who did a great job. Go team. I did not pick the team. Steve Morgan's not here, so I give him a huge shout out anyway. He organizes that event for us every single month, so that we are still looking for people to help on Team 2 and Team 3. We do this on every second Wednesday of the month at Norman High School, serving pancakes to the students, to the teachers, to staff there. It really makes a huge impact to them, and they are very, very appreciative of it and very kind. There's pictures of it actually. So great for everyone that was there yesterday. Good job. We served almost 400 plates of pancakes. So we were very, very busy. If you're interested, get with Steve Morin or myself and I'll relay the message. We do have a board meeting next Thursday, the 19th at 11 a.m. in this room. for board members, and we have a Rotary after hours next Thursday. So from 5 to 7 at Cross Canyon, which you should have seen the reminder on our slideshow. And Gina and Shauna, one of y'all want to talk about trash pickup real quick?
We're having trash pickup.
Well, let's get the date, where, and all that, yeah.
Okay,
Come on, get on the line.
okay, we are having our first service project for September, other than the pancake breakfast. It's gonna be on Saturday, September 28th at Rotary Park for trash pickup at 8:30 a.m.
And we hope to grab breakfast or coffee afterwards, yes. That's the perk of it. After hours is at Cross Canyons on Kinsmore. Does not say that, no? It's at Roosters, I'm sorry. No, sorry, it's at Roosters. I do apologize. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. And with no further ado, I'll have Christy Moore come up here, Assistant District Governor. Christy Moore come up and introduce our guest speaker today. Thank you very much.
He just asked me to introduce Carter, and I thought, wow, I've known Carter for a long time. I really don't know too much about him, so, I had to track him down and get some information from him. That, to me, Carter has always just been larger than life. If there was a district Rotary function, Carter was there. And it was a little more interesting if I got to sit next to Carter, because he was just always a great conversationalist and just a lot of fun.
Don't tell them everything.
Okay. But I can tell you now that Carter graduated from OU in 1973. And he walked out the door and became a Rotarian, and has been a Rotarian since 1973. He is currently the president of First Farmers National Bank in Wairega. And he lives in Duncan, but so he is involved within that area of the world a lot in Rotary. As the district governor, he works with 30 clubs in our district, and so, yeah, I don't know if he was going to tell you that, but that's probably important for you to know. He kind of is trying to coordinate and get everybody going the same direction, which is an extremely challenging job, but I think he's up to it, and I'm happy to introduce Carter.
The only person here is supposed to stand up flat like that for one month, you know, where you say that. I'll tell you, do I have to say back here? Oh, right here? Do I have to do that? Oh, good, good. I like to move around. First of all, it's a real pleasure to be here today. I know several of you here personally, and there's some that's not here today that I know personally too. I wish they were, but I had one is on Steve Wood. That guy, when I was, Neil. Neil.
yeah, that's what he told me. He said, first of all, he told me, he said, hey, Carl, you're going to be there September 10th. I said, yeah, that's when I'm going to see you Thursday. Hey, you're not going to see me. Where you going to be? I'm going to be in Brazil. How come? They because Green Bay Packers are going to be playing there. And I said, yeah, but okay. And what about you? Well, he didn't say a whole lot. But anyway, Rob and I are having a little discussion about OU just a while ago. But it's a real pleasure to be here today. One thing I want to do right now, if I can get a little help, I want everybody to get one of our new pens. Thank you. Thank you. We got them mixed up in there. Some of them are the kind that pen, and some of them are the magnet. Seem like the ladies always want the magnet, but kind of pick them around, make sure everybody gets one of those. All right. Good deal. Yeah, spread those around. As we all know, this year the theme is the magic of Rotary. The magic of Rotary. And I want to tell you that, a story about that.
Won't tell you all the details, keep it kind of short, because I think I've only got, what, 45 minutes to speak or something. Had to cut things down. But anyway, you know, every district governor, the district governor-elect that's going to be becoming district governor, they have to go to the International Assembly. It's a requirement. This year was in Orlando. There were 450 there of incoming district governors from all over the world. 450. But you know, something's a little different this year. And this, I thought it was strange. When I came in, we were kind of encouraged, I'll use that word, to really kind of stay with your business and keep things kind of straight. And I thought, well, yeah, we always do that. You know, what's the deal? Well, the problem is, with everything going on in the world, there were representatives there from Russia, also representatives from the Ukraine. You know, Russ Devlin, you all know Russ, I know, he one time said, Carter, you'll find out that Rotary can get in the way of Rotary. Well, I'll tell you right now, I sat in some classes with representatives from those two countries that were there. And yeah, Rotary can kind of get in the way of Rotary. I tell you, he tried to keep things going just right, but there were some tense areas. And there were some other countries represented there that, well, there are over 180 countries represented there, Ron, and I know you know all of it, everything I'm talking about here. And the thing is that they said, just let's watch. You know, we don't get involved in world affairs that way. If it's politically and things like that, you know, don't just. But we did. But I'll tell you that right now, that was a little bit tense at times. But you know, I did get a chance to talk to some of these people and some of the other countries too, and they said, and I'm just going to throw this out to you. They said the problem's not the people. People are just like us, trying to make a living. Dirt farmers, everything else, just trying to make a living. They're not wanting to be in war. They said the problem is the leadership. It's the leadership, not the regular folks like me and you. That's not the problem. And if you think about that, I'm sure that is true. So, now Rotary this year, one of the main things that we are pushing is peace, naturally. And I get emails from RI, Rotary International, quite often, about every day. And one of the things was, let's promote peace every way we can. And we're going to try to do that. But let me tell you about this year. Like I said, the magic of Rotary. You know, how that came up is kind of a touching story. Stephanie Urchick, that's Urchick, U-R-C-H-I-C-K, is our new president of Rotary International. At that time, she was president-elect. But she told the story. She said she was in helping Rotary, working in one of the water projects. They were in the Dominican Republic at the time. It's a place you don't really want to be right now, I guarantee you. But they're in the Dominican Republic. They were working. They were putting in the rotary filters, water filters. Well, where they were working, it was horrible. Kids and everything drinking out of ditches, drinking out of mud puddles. All this kind of thing, getting sick, people dying, even especially children. And so anyway, they had got what they were doing, working on these water filters, and they turned the water on, and all this dirty water came out clean, came out clear. Two little kids had watched them do this, and these two little children came up to her, they know who she was, they thought of work, and they said, could you please show us the magic again? The magic. They thought that clear water coming out was magic. And so she knew right then, she told us as she was speaking to us there at that meeting, that was going to be her theme this year, the magic of Rotary. And we do magic all the time, in every way. Ron, let's see, you were president of Rotary International in 2013, 14, if I remember, your main thing was change lives, engage Rotary, or engage, rather the way around, engage Rotary, change lives. And I don't know how you exactly came up with that theme, but that was a great theme, I know that. And, but that's how she came up with that particular theme. And I was talking to my wife there, Darla, we were at tables just like these, just like these. Well, this one woman came up, and I'll be honest with you, I wasn't paying much attention. You know how that goes. Man, woman and his wife and her husband came up, and I was talking to my wife over like this. They said, "You mind we sit here with y'all?" And I said, "Sure, fine. You sit down, have a seat." And still, old Carter, not looking, you know. So I got through talking to my wife, Darla. She could have been here today, but she had to work. But anyway, after I got through that, I looked over to see hello to them. Not a doggone, it was Jennifer Jones. Jennifer Jones and her husband, Jennifer Jones, and just, you know, I hadn't even paid any attention there. Of course, she was a past president of Rotary International, like Ron was, just a few years ago. Two years ago. Very nice, and she talked, but she leaned over to me after this story was said, and she said, "That's how these things happen. That's how we come up with some of our different themes and things like that." Had a great talk with her, real nice. You know, you're probably better than me, but very nice, very nice. And our new president, Stephanie, she's from Pittsburgh, and she, I had the opportunity to get to talk to her, and we all got our pictures and all that kind of stuff. And she's really good too. She was really just down to earth, very enjoyable to talk to. But that's how we came up this year with the magic of Rotary for the theme this year. Now then, the main thing, you know, I'm going to set things all the time to talk about and to mention. Lots of them from our own district. Carter, when you're out, plug this, plug that, plug this. And so we are doing that. But the main thing that we are looking at the district, without question, you all know by now, is membership. Y'all are doing a wonderful job here. A wonderful job. We've got, I didn't check today, but last time I checked, I think we had 1,038, 39, something like that. Now, we're growing. We're growing. You know, we've got to have 1,100 in the district. Or we'll get redistricted, or we'll end up merging with another district. And if that happens, Ron, I think it'll probably a North Texas district, if that happens, if we do end up getting merged. I hope it is. Because we have, you know, pets that's coming up, and Liz is not here today. Two Liz, Liz and Liz here at this club, I like that. But she'll be certainly required to be at pets, and that will be in February. And I tell you, that's another job, is trying to get all the PEs there. Last year I was able to get, I was in charge of our district, being president, district elect, and I was able to get 18 there, which I thought was really good, to get 18 of our PEs there, and I think they really had a good time. Liz was there, and appreciate you being there. I knew you was gonna be there. And anyway, but it really was a good deal. Now, like, I gotta get this in for her, get it. Now, we got pets.
We have lots of new members, so tell people what pets is.
Okay, well, I only had 45 minutes, I think you said. Okay, pets, President-elect training sessions in Dallas, down at the airport. Now then, it's Dallas Fort Worth Airport. Now then, you come there, and we're there for 3 to 4 days. It's a learning experience, teaching you a lot about Rotary, specialties in Rotary, everything from membership, everything to things like Club Runner, My Rotary, all these things that you will be learning about. How to run good meetings. Well, you know, that's really important. I got a thing I can say about that too, but I have no time-wise on it. But that's what PETS is, and it'll be in February. We try to get every president-elect to be there. But it's not only just for them, it's also for anyone that wanted to come as president, current president of your club, past president, chairs of different committees. It's everyone is welcome, and it is a very good experience, and I encourage you to be there. Now then, okay, we got pets there. March, towards the end of March, we'll have district training. That will be in Ardmore, again, at the Southern Tech. in Ardmore. We found out that's a really good place for all the clubs in the district to kind of meet there at Ardmore. Southern Tech, that district training this year, of course, let's see, Michael, our Ridgeway, will be in charge of that. I was in charge of it last year. But anyway, it's a very good thing. It's a one-day affair, and we'll have speakers there and activities, and it's really a good thing. Remember now, that's going to be towards the end of March. Now then, we'll have, of course, we're going to have our district conference. Our district conference is going to be in Duncan, Ron's hometown, or born there anyway, and raised there, and went to school there in Jenna. And Ron's been different other places, but anyway, this is where it's going to be. It's going to be in Duncan. It's going to be in May, the first part of May, May the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, 3 days. We're getting everything, making the arrangements and all that now, and every club president will be hearing all about it. We expect then the presidents like Liz to inform everybody of what's going on, but we will have that there. Now then, also, I was told to plug. I really was. In fact, they brought me a really nice hat down at Pets. Our international convention this year is in Calgary, okay, and that'll be in June. I tell you, Liz was telling me she was in Singapore. I couldn't get my wife there. No, she said, I'm not about to fly in that airplane to Singapore. Okay. Boy, I tell you, but I take my hat off to you on that. But she said it was a wonderful experience. And Calgary's going to be good. Randy McFarland said, "Oh, please push Calgary." I said, "Okay, Randy, I'll do it." You probably know Randy. He's our district chair there on that on the international convention. And so that will be. I can't remember the exact day that I can tell you, but it'll be there in June. I can't remember. Pardon me? Towards the end of June, we'll be hearing a lot more about that. Okay, well, another thing, let's remember in regard to Polio Plus. Now, this year we said something, Bob, past district president, Robert Greenstreet, Bob Greenstreet, he has established that this year. It's different from, of course, our regular rodeo. It's coming up too. Rotary Plus, it's different than that as far as our Polio Plus program. This is a Polio Plus program, but it costs, if you'd like to join into it, it's $100 a year, or in whatever you want to give. But it's $100 a year. Right now, I think I got an email from Bob. I think we got 20 members in the district right now. Of course, he's hoping to kick that up naturally. Many of you donate already to Polio Plus. I know you do, but this is just an extra thing. It's something that's very dear to Bob, and I encourage you to consider doing that if you want to. It's very easy to join, very easy to join. And so I got that. Let's see here. I pretty much plugged everything I think right now as far as I was going to plug. But anyway, back to the club here in Norman. I want to tell you right now, you guys do a great job. You really do. I didn't have to hardly visit with Liz at all because I've kept up with what you do. One thing I really appreciate is your pancake thing, you know? And y'all, and you do it every month, I believe, don't you? Every month. That's fantastic. That really is. And those, I heard you say thanking certain teams, so I guess you have different teams. Okay, 3. Well, that's wonderful. I'll tell you what, and I know a lot of the other projects that you have, and you're going to be talking for a few minutes after the meeting, correct? About the, what we call the Rotary,
Road Rally and Festival.
Right, okay, Rotary Road Rally, yeah. And y'all are going to be meeting about that. I heard a little bit about this. I'd kind of like to hear a little bit more. If you don't mind, I might want to join y'all meeting, listen a little bit more about that as far as that goes. But anyway, going back, y'all, I take my hat off to you. You're doing a really, really, really good job here in Norman. You know, if everybody, some even the small clubs, like the Warrior Club, that I've been president of that Warrior Club, oh golly, I don't know how many times, over 10 times.
at a small club. And I remember one time Ron was introducing me at something, and he called me his permanent little president. Anyway, another good thing, Ron talked about how many years we've known each other. It goes back a long, long way. Back when he was president of the OU Foundation, and he did other things before that with the foundation, but when he was president, you know, they sent you out, dear Mr. and Mrs. Waid, for instance. I get a letter from him, he had it slashed out, Dear Carter. And then he was right to the point. Be sure to send that money in to me. But I tell you, Ron did a great job on that. You really did, Ron, as president of the OU Foundation. And anyway, just some other things we can talk about, but we better not get into that right now. Football, and a few other little things. But anyway, I had really good things. Now, some of our clubs, unfortunately, they're not quite as good and well off on everything as you are here in Norman. And I think all the Norman clubs do a good job. But some of the clubs don't, I go to some clubs and they don't even know, I ask, who's your president-elect? Because we need to get all that down, so we gotta get word to them about pets, okay? Well, I don't know. We don't know who it is. Oh, do you have any idea who you may? Well, I think old Joe Blow over here might be pretty good. Maybe we can talk him into it. Or Jenny over here, maybe she'd do it. I said, well, I'd appreciate if you would very quickly try to get a president-elect and go from there. And I tell you, so we can get them down to pets. So that's what I mean. With some of the clubs are not quite as up to par. Now you have Wes over here. Wes, you'll keep everybody going. I know that. And Wes, of course, is going to be one of our marshals again this year, and down at Pets. And one good thing, I've been to Pets many times. So I've been president of the Warwick Club a lot of times. And in fact, I've even been there when I wasn't going to be president. But anyway, what my heart hurts about Wes, he always, Carter, you're supposed to go down the hall here and turn right. Okay, Wes, what do that? He keeps me going where I'm supposed to be. And I do appreciate that, Wes. And thank you for all of your work there. I really do. Now then, we have the foundation, of course, that we need to always talk about. Foundation is responsible for a lot of things. We have, and I'm not going to say the foundation people, some may think they don't always get out and do the work, but they get the work done. And of course, Ron can tell you all about that at any time. So we do appreciate them. But I want to tell you right now, this is the book of Carter Waid, chapter 3, verse 3. Okay. Rotary International is a wonderful thing. Okay, I'm going to get that. But I want to tell you something. I say Rotary starts at home. I really believe that. Rotary starts in Norman, it starts in Sayre, it starts in Warwick, it starts in Elk City, it starts at home. We need to take care of things at home, and I truly believe that. And y'all do. And I take my hat off to you for that. I really do. So, not that I'm talking against Rotary International. Boy, that'd be good. Carter Wade's my district governor at 5770. He's talking against, no, I'm not talking about Rotary against it. I'm saying, though, Rotary starts right here at home. And I believe that, and I will always believe that. So, you get that part from me. Anyway, now that we do have some problems, but we're going to correct those problems. Everybody, any organization has problems from time to time. But we will get those. We're doing wonderful in the Polio Plus. Doing wonderful. And that ceases. There's going to be another major program that we're going to be looking into. We always do that. But it goes back down to our clubs, making sure those things get done. One of the things I want to talk about is this. Women in Rotary. My gosh. What do you think about that? Huh? Dennis, what do you think about women in Rotary? I'm going to tell you. That started, Ron, you can help me. That's in 1985, 86? 76? Eight.
My year as governor,
Oh.
Oklahoma.
Oh my goodness, I tell you what. Yeah, Jim, what is it?
When I was at Duncan Rotary Club,
Yes, you were.
our president said, two things will kill Rotary, projects and women.
Okay.
Now they have both, they're doing well.
Yeah, you're right. But anyway, I tell you, you know, when that happened, there was a problem on that, you know, from some people. And we had one individual in the Waid club that said, there's gonna be a war in this club, I'm getting out. Well, he ended up getting out. But later on, he just decided he was wrong and he came back in. And now everything's great, you know. Well, I'll tell you exactly how I feel about Rotary, women in Rotary. I think it's great. It is fantastic. We need more women in Rotary. Right now, we're about 75% men, or so pretty close to that. 30 to 35% women, something in that. We need to get that on up. Now, I'll tell you what, bless each one of you gals that are in here today. And I'll tell you why I really am for women in Rotary. And you know why? Because women get things done. They get them done. Yeah, they really do. I tell you, we men have the good intention. You know, for instance, we got this big truck of fruit that most of the women have sold. Big truck of fruit coming in to Carter, you said you was going to be down. Oh, yeah, I fully intend to be down there. Well, weren't you here? Oh, that was today? Okay, I'll try to get out of the bank and get on down there. You know, that's our thing. We are all for things, we men. And Lord, don't take me wrong, there's some men that work really, really hard getting these things done. But I'll tell you what, well, I was going to say thank you yourself at home too. But anyway, women get things done, and bless your hearts for that. And I hope we can increase more women all the time. As far as the growth of the clubs, Liz and I were talking about that. Y'all are doing a wonderful thing. This is the last, how many new ones you have? 5, and you got more coming. I had the great opportunity just a couple of weeks ago in Altus when I was visiting their club. They're doing a good job at Altus. I got to induct 4 new members that day, and they had 3 that were going to be coming into the club. They hadn't got there yet. And I hear I'm already running people off. I'm sorry, I apologize. I'll try to do better next time. No, if you have to go, certainly get up and leave. But anyway, they're doing a really good job over there. Y'all do a great job. We can easily get that back up to 1,100. The biggest problem we have is retention of members. That's the biggest problem we're up against right now. In fact, they talked down at the International Assembly when they was talking about people, membership, and coming in all your different clubs. They said right there, well, the biggest problem was retention of members. Of course, that is a problem, you know. You say you get 7 new members and you lose 3, you end up a +4. And that's a problem. You can't help it. I had 2 members of the Waid Club that we lost due to them being transferred in their jobs. You can't do anything about that. I was hoping they were going to be back there in our district going to another club. I was going to try to get, but unfortunately they left our district to go elsewhere. You can't do anything about that. People retire. Now, we have a problem with that. People retire. Someday when I get old, I'm going to do that. You know, I'm just 75 now. Not near time to retire yet, you know. So anyway, but people retire. What gets me those, I've talked to some of these, hey, you don't have to get out of Rotary. Well, my company paid my dues and all this kind of stuff, which they weren't that much to begin with. And anyway, so I decided I want to stay on the golf course. We can get off the golf course long enough to get to Rotary. Yeah, that problem. Then unfortunately, we have people that pass away that I hate. You've had some dear members, people of this club here that I had great friendships with that passed away. One was Don Atkins. And Don, yeah, we all know Don. Don had his opinion about things. He didn't have any problem letting you know about it either. You knew where Don stood, I'll guarantee you, but he was always telling me stories about him and about Dot and all this. I miss him. His best friend in the world lived in Waid. He really did. And she told me, Carter, when it's time for you to shut up, I'll stand up. Look at that right there. anyway, we all have those things that happen. We can't do anything, but we need to continue to grow. Now that at any time, and I'm going to leave a few of my cards here too. It has my personal phone number, my bank phone number, it's got my email, it's got anything. We as presidents, well, I'm going to say president, and also as district governors, we work for you. We do. It's not the other way around. We work for you. You have a problem on something, don't hesitate, no Liz won't. Give me a call. Anything, I will try to answer it. And if I can't, I will call Ron and get an answer from Ron. So anyway, hey, I want to say, I know, Riz, I'm going to sit down. It's a real pleasure. I had fun being here at this club today. Those of you that I've known, it's good to renew my friendships and seeing you again. And I invite you to anytime. We eat at a very good place called Bill's Catfish in Warren. Some of y'all may have been there. Yeah, good. Jim, I know you have. And Ron, I know he has. And gosh, all you guys, Wes, you've been there. But anyway, we meet today, Thursday, kind of bad. Rotary getting in the way of Rotary. But we'd love to have you as a guest anytime. And if you come as our guest, you won't have to pay for it. I know the guy that's the district or our club treasurer, and let your meal be paid for as a guest. So thank you for letting me be here today. Anytime you need me, call me. Thank you very much.
Stephen did a great job.
Yes.
We need his work to make us look better, believe me.
Does anybody have questions for Carter?
Okay, you're talking about women and Rotary.
God bless you.
Yeah, I'm a trailing spouse. My husband, Rob Andrew. Yeah.
I know him.
Yeah, you know him? Okay, good. I know him for almost, 30 years now. But I just want to say, I want to thank my club here. We have a program called Spouses, the membership, yeah. So I am one of those, and I'm thankful for that. And yeah, so I love Rotary, and I like being part of it. So I've been trailing my husband all these years, and this Rotary gave me a chance to be a part of the team. So thank you.
Thank you.
So when Carter was talking about if you need his attention or want some answers or something, give him a call. I can attest to the fact that he really does respond. He really does call you back. Maybe not that very instant, but pretty close to it. And as soon as he can get to the place where the cell tower will pick up, he'll call you back. It ain't rock, but he'll call you back. So I want to thank you. But also I want to say very personally, thank you. In the Rotary District Youth Exchange Program, we are facing a number of challenges. So we've been kind of thinking in the last few months, and I called and reached out to Carter about utilizing the assistant district governors in a way they'd never been utilized before. And I asked for a meeting with he and them, and he graciously responded, and we had that meeting Tuesday down in Chickasha. And so very much, Carter, thank you so much for putting some effort and focus and attention and responding in such a way that we can move forward with that program. Without that, I don't think it could move forward. So again, thank you very much. And he will respond, I promise you.
Thank you, Wes. I appreciate your work.
I'll also tell you that he responds to phone calls and text messages faster than emails. As do I. Anybody else have a comment or a question? Yes.
Carter, I know we've lost some clubs, but we've also gained a few, right? I mean, Newcastle's a new club, the district, are there other communities that have started Rotary clubs?
There are some. Fact is, if I just had time to talk to y'all today, for other things.
We do have, we did lose discuss. Okay, which was a surprise to us. But yes, Newcastle is a great deal. And we have 2 other towns right now that are considering becoming a club. And Patty Swain, who's doing a wonderful job, our past district governor, Patty, she graciously took on the role for me this year as the chair of that membership. And we're in the process of talking to 2 additional right now. I just hope it works out.
Great, that's good news for our district. Anything else? Okay. We'd like to thank Christy for being here today. Thank you so much. Dan did have to leave to go to a meeting, but we were glad to see him again. Jennifer will be inducting you next week. And there were some Rotarians that hadn't been in a little while, and we're happy to see y'all again too. Don't forget to talk to some of our newer members on your way out, and hope everyone has a great week. And I'm going to remind our club members to go out and be the coffee bean. We're adjourned.
Well, Dan, have a good week.
Thank you.